economic development back in 1950s to inspire this action for development. Now, Esther Boserup was graduated in University of Copenhagen back in 1935, and she also worked in United Nations and some other international organizations. Now, we also emerged during United Nations Convention, United Nations debates from 1972 to 1985. Now, what happened in 1973? In 1972, the U.S. Congress passed a legislative bill that acquiring U.S. aid to include women in development programs, aiming to highlight and integrate women's role in development programs. WID was like a spotlight, which means it primarily focusing on women and their. WID was like a spotlight, it primarily focusing on women and their contributions. And although it has some limitations, is that it didn't fully question the reasons, didn't fully question the existing social structures and address deeper on gender discrimination. It was like the first step on a long process of joining. It is necessary, but not sufficient. Okay, now let's emerge on. Let's fast forward to the late 1970s. Women and development. The women in development is an approach emerged as a critic against modernization theory. And what do we mean by modernization theory? It is a theory that emphasizes that only the way of Westerners can a society be developed. Examples of Western styles development is the patriarchal. What do we mean by patriarchal? It is a system of male dominance, deliberately preserving male privilege. A woman cannot grow because it will create much chaos in society. That is the Western style or what they say for a society to be modernized. Now, the woman in development, not focusing not just on women, but also on the integrated relationship of capitalism and patriarchy. Why is that important? Because patriarchy, what we mean a system of male dominance, is rooted on capitalism. And today, we define capitalism as we criticize it because it prioritizes profit over people and the planet Earth. It primarily focuses on economic and innovation without government interventions on economic matters. Now, women and development has its own limitation. It's because it was influenced by neo-Marxism and feminism. When we say neo-Marxism, it is an idea which criticizes the traditional Marxism and also simplify the complexities of capitalism. Now, when we say women, it has some limitations. Is that it doesn't fully explain the reason behind gender roles. It was as if like they were saying, we see the problem, but we're not going to dig deep enough to find the roots. Now, let's go towards gender and development. When we say gender and development, enter the 1980s, and along comes the gender and development. It is a holistic and inclusive approach that was like a breath of fresh air, focusing the shifting from just women to the broader concept of gender. Okay? So it asks questions like how do societal responsibilities, roles, expectations affect both men and women? So that applies gender analysis to uncover the ways men and women interact with each other. And that also applies gender analysis in terms of economic and competence. It was influenced by the socialist feminist thinking. And the socialist feminist thinking says that women oppression was rooted on capitalism and patriarchy, and that we need to abolish the capitalism development, okay? Revolution. That the woman development should be the center. And that the gender in development is like a bridge. Why? Because it is like connecting the dots between gender roles and development and advocating for a more equitable society. And all of that is about we, bond, and God. Besides this information are the same thing that I have. Now let's go towards theoretical perspective. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Thank you, Ms. Nam. So since we now know the timeline for gender and development and the differences between gender and development, women and development, and women in development, let us now proceed to theoretical perspectives. So these are the 6 that I mentioned earlier during the beginning. So here are short descriptions of these 6. So when we say biological, so it's genetics, hormones, and then sociological, social structures, so interactions, and psychological, these are our emotions, the way we process things, and then functionalism, the functions of gender roles, the conflict theory, power struggles, and then symbolic interactionism. This is where you put meaning into symbols. So meaning making is human interaction. So starting off with biological theories. So biological theories, so this theory argues that behavior is shaped by genetics, hormone, and brain structure. So genetics is the study of how traits and genes pass down from one generation to the next. So we know that we have 46 chromosomes. So 23 is from our mother, 23 is from our father. So these chromosomes create a specific combination, which is why even though, for example, you have siblings, you still have different genetic makeup because those chromosomes are different from one another. So with those combinations, it forms different offspring, unless it's identical twins. So hormones, these are chemical substances that act as messenger molecules in the body. So we have different types of hormones, like for example, the growth hormones. So not everyone has equal amounts of growth hormones, which explains why some are taller, some are shorter. Then we also have thyroid hormones. So this regulates our metabolism. So this explains why some of us lose weight fast, some of us don't lose weight fast. Then we also have dopamine and serotonin. So dopamine and serotonin affects our mood and our motivation. So not everyone experiences the same moods every single day because again we have differences in our hormones. So next we have this brain structure. So how the brain is structured and its functions. So we know that we all don't have the same brain functions because it is affected by our genetics. It is also affected by our hormones as well as experiences. Like for example, trauma. When people experience trauma, the way their brains are structured or wired is different.
Are we now moving to biological theory?
What?
Biological theory. Can you please, before you move to the next topic, can you please emphasize why the shifting from wind to God to God happens?
Why?
Yes. I mean, with all those things that you gave us, just put bullets or reasons why there was a need for that shift from women in development to women and development to gender development. Can you try that?
So it was stated here earlier. So it started with women.
Alam ko na kasi, I'm looking at the word importance. Hindi na kasi dito na malasa para sila ng kulang.
So again, I mentioned earlier that we started with women in development. So originally, for example, sa mga workplace, di ba, dati mostly men talaga siya. So with women in development, yung goal niya is ipasok ang women sa development. So ipasok siya sa workplace. But that actually is not enough. Because even though na pinasok lang natin yung women sa development or sa mga workplace, hindi ibig sabihin nun nasa-solve niya na yung mga problem sa workplace kasi meron pa rin mga inequality. So papasok dun yung women and development. So gusto ma-address ng women and development na maging fair tayo sa workplace. So for example, sa salary, di ba hindi dati although nag-work na yung mga women sa mga work, hindi same yung salary nila. So kapag sabi natin lalaki, mas pro promotion, mas malaki yung salary. So women and development,
It's because we would like to remove the concept of biological determinism. That's the concept where two sexes is only there. We forget about also neglecting the idea of gender roles. So we're continuing explanation natin. Pero in-example natin the concept of biological determinism that usually yung campaign for elevating women also neglects other gender roles. So yun yung ano natin. That's why to be more inclusive, we put gender instead. Because women and development is more of biological determinism. Assumptions build on biological sex characteristics. So that's the reason why. And eventually, the time comes, baka hindi na siya gender and development. It become another terminology. Once we have achieved our goal for gender equality. So that's one big reason why. We move on to your discussion on biological theories.
So for biological theories, again, meron tayong three factors. So yung genetics, yung hormones, and yung brain structures. So because of these differences, ngayon, sa biological self pa lang natin, makikita na natin na different na tayo sa genetic makeup pala. So for example, in gender society, men have higher levels of testosterone, which has been linked to aggression and dominance, while women produce oxytocin, known as the bonding hormone, influencing social bonding and caregiving roles. So di ba usually yung sinasabi natin na lalaki, sila yung aggressive, tapos babae, caring. So hindi kasi siya parang based on ano lang, sabi-sabi lang. Kasi if we look at it in biological perspective, sa hormones talaga siya ng lalaki at ng babae. Kasi naturally, mas madami talaga yung testosterone ng lalaki, which makes them more aggressive compared to women. Then, situational analysis. So why do men and women behave differently in leadership? So for biological theories, it is because of hormonal differences. So di ba usually kapag mag-pili tayo leader, gusto natin is yung nakakatakot para makinig yung mga tao, di ba, sa dominant. So, di ba usually lalaki yung pinipili kasi sila yung dominant. So dahil doon, naniniwala yung mga biological theories na pipili yung lalaki dahil doon sa pagkakadominant nila dahil sa dami ng testosterone na meron sila. Kapag babae kasi, kapag sinasabi man na madami tayong oxytocin, so caring tayo ng tao. So if masyadong caring, baka madali na siya ma-manipulate ng mga co-workers niya. So hindi siya napipili as leader. But for critics, it is because of society. So hindi naniniwala yung ibang critics dahil siya sa biological theories. Naniniwala siya dahil ito sa gender roles na ginawa ng society natin. So, di ba sa society natin sinasabi nila lalaki ang leader, lalaki ang dominant. So naniniwala yung critics na dahil yun sa sinasabi ng society instead of biological theories. So why do men and women behave differently in relationship? So again, it is because of the differences in hormones. So since yung babae siya man yung caring, siya yung most of the time gusto na maging loving yung relationship, na magpasuyo. Pero kapag lalaki, di ba gusto nila ng mga lalaki is straight to the point, tapos gusto nila i-fix agad yung problem sa relationship. Pero kapag babae, di ba gusto nila na makinig lang sa side nila. So dahil din sa biological perspective ng women and men, dahil sa differences sa hormones nila. So, studies show that identical twins separated at birth still show similar behavior, habits, preferences, and health conditions. So, it doesn't mean na naging magka-separate yung dalawang tao, hindi na sila magiging same in some aspects. So, kahit na identical twins, kasi di ba sinabi mo kanina, we have chromosomes from our parents. So, kapag identical twins kasi, they share the exact same DNA. So, kung ano yung DNA ni identical twin A, same siya kay B. So, kahit na mag-separate si A at saka si B, kahit na different yung experiences nila, different yung environment nila, nagde-develop pa rin sila ng similar behavior. So, next is sociological theories. So, how does institution, culture, and norms shape human behavior? So, when we say culture, ito yung mga group of beliefs ng people. when we say norms, ito yung mga unwritten rules na we have to follow, pero hindi naman siya punishable, pero parang i-judge ka ng society if hindi natin siya i-follow. So,
If I'm not informed about providing us specific theories under biological theory, although, I'm sorry kasi parang ngayon lang kasi ako nagkaroon na malinaw na pag-iisip. Lately kasi medyo magulo dahil ko yung isip. Lalo na yung mga tayo pupunta kayo sa akin na papacheck ko. Minsan ba, ready na ako, so hindi ko nakikita. Di ba talaga kapag ready ako mag-check ng mga documents, mas nakikita ko yung ano yung kulang, ano yung hindi. So probably yung time ng sinay ko to, parang alam mo yun, medyo gulo-gulo ako. Kasi ang dami yung kulang pala. But I think I remember, I said that for biological theories, provide us the theory under biological.
example lang.
O sige lang na, so na, hindi, that's my fault. Kasi hindi ko naman narinig ng, sige ha, tapusin mo yan, I want you to do the report next week. No, kasi para kulang eh. Ito kasi mga theories of foundation. Ano ba sinasabi ng mga theory? Well, it comes to scientific development. So, like for example, nabanggit ko kayo ng biological determinism as a theory under biological theories. So yun, isa yun. Na aside from that, I can list down here another theory on kasi parang ano po, kung hindi yung klase yung makasapat ng isang other klase na nandyan sa kasalinan ko lang, kailangan nandun ng mga theory na yun. Like for example, yung evolutionary psychology, formular theories, but I think nabanggit ko na si Alan, I think isa-isahin lang natin para maintindihan natin yung brain structure and function na mention mo naman din, dito yung brain structure. Yung ano bang sinasabi ng mga theories na first like compare, no? Like for example, siya sa'yo sa psychological theories, ang pinakabago ngayon is clear theory. That's unique to understand. It's clear theory. Understanding that it rejects the binary system of one's genders. That's a new theory. Aside from that, kasama sa sociological yung quantitative theory. So yun yung mga in-expect ko sana. Pero kaso nga lang, again, kasalanan ko kasi hindi ko makagad na pansin kung ano kung mga kulang ng design ko. Parang, although ko sa outline na binigay ko, parang dinuwi na nila sinulog dito, no?
Yes, so, nagdagdag lang po sir sa week 1.
Outline na lang kasi yun. Suggestion, paano presentation, na dapat ang usual. But the fact is, biological theories, hindi man talaga na nag-research ano-ano mga biological theories. Diba? Hindi na kayo nakulinis yung ginagawa yung presentation nyo, ang hinihingi dito, sociological theories, even written in plural form. So, ibig sabihin, hindi yan ang theory. Under that, may theories. Kaya parang doon sa outline ko, hindi ako nilagay assumption to list down all the theories under that psychological or the biological theories. Hindi ako nag-list down. Because I'm opening the door for you to research on what are those theories under psychological, biological. Kaya wala yun sa outline ko. Eh kasi wala yun nagsasak ako, hindi ko pa napansin na yun yung pala yung sinama. No. So dati, like for example, na-list down. Ngayon na ako nag-advance na ano ako, tapos ko nang gamit ko lang ng mga theories na to. Tapos kaya ako tingin yung outline, kasi tingnan ko kung hindi ako naglalagay. Pero kasi sa assumption ko, hindi naman kasi, di ba? Kasi sinabi ko, outline na yan. Ang bigyan na outline para hindi nyo yung mga suggestions. Pero siguro, hindi ako naglagay ng specific theory doon sa outline. Kasi ang assumption ko nga, i-research nyo. Di ba? Theories o, plural yan o. Ibig sabihin, kung babasahin mo, there's theory under that part, di ba? Kaya ba ka ng understanding? Pati I'm opening that door para kayo maghanap. Kasi kung i-specific ko siya, baka may mga bago kayo ng theory under that, tapos dinilid ko kayo. So, hindi ko siya nilagay sa outline. Although, dapat pala, nagbigay ako ng instruction. So would it be okay if next meeting we're going to add on, I list out what are these theories and then we have to add that. Okay? Sige, tapusin mo lang yan. Kasi kung pwede naman ako na lang explain ko isa-isa, okay sila. Dahil kaya nakatapos ako kung open with possibility. I'm giving it a chance para ano tayo, no? Hindi mo lang. Bigay ko this down na. Tapos nalagay ko lang sa gender yan. May reason yan. Kasi we need to understand. No? Kung these theories kasi, mas strengthen yung understanding natin bakit gano'n ang reaksyon, bakit gano'n ang development ng gender sa tao. Even that, ano ba mo, theories on, nalagay ko dito is yung social constructivism. As part of social, ano po yung reason? So what's gender? Diba? Naisip ko yung sabi ko pala sa outline ko kung yung first and second. Kasi ang first and second, siya ka nag-research, tapos tapulan sa first and fourth level research. That's the problem. When you evaluate, okay man yung one. Pero upon collecting all those ideas and research made by your classmates, you have to sit down and discuss how will you present tama na pag-ikaw. Hindi kayo sit down. Report na tayo. Kapag mo kasi ako po kayo tama po, I didn't actually put much effort to check this thoroughly kasi nga sa akin, basta na i-follow na sa outlet. Ako din siguro ako alis minsan kasi napapagcheck kayo sa akin. Lalo na kapag minsan nawawala ako sa akin, hindi ko namin lahat. So that's why I part with my whole. Pero siguro kasi ako nag-assume, ni-research ko kasi hindi naman nakalagay sa sociological theory. Lugar ba yun na? Sociological theories. Kung basic understanding natin sa English, it only means we are not talking there sociological theory alone. There's a theory under the theory. Diba? Well, ayun, sa basic understanding ay kung English natin natin mo. Sabi ko, diba? Kaya pa ngayon ko lang nakita. Sige na, mag-give chance na, and then, parang sige, warm up naman. Kasi kailangan yung theory na uusapan. I'm even surprised because we're ready for your exposure. Because when I start checking the rate, lumabas mga dito ang mga post-modern, post-structuralist theory. Ito, ano nyo ba yung theory ito? Question para sa comprehensive exam sa doctoral. Which means, ibang level siya, pero if you get to know already this theory, advanced knowledge na dito. So, ipasok na natin kasi theory ba siya under gender development. Why? Because the postmodern structural theory means ang generation ngayon, ang sinasabi ko, like the generation alpha, are become even more structuralist-minded people. No? Kaya siya post-modern. So, kailangan ipasok yung saan.
Yes, sir.
Parang pinipili, parang hindi.
Sir,
Oo nga! Ano yan? May mga theories under mga theories. Yun talaga yung in-expect ko. Hindi na ako naglagay specific ano kasi ang opening that door, hanapin mo yun. At sa panasabi talaga, hindi talaga makalimutan. Kung siguro baka hindi yung klase nito, sinabi ko talaga, you have to find the theories under the theory. Well, in the heart ni my fault, I get 50% na fault ko yan. Kasi hindi lang ko check or yung 50% kasalanan mo. That's why, hindi ako nagagalo. Next time na. Mas puli muna kayo. Kasalanan talaga, paggalit ka. Kasalanan mo. So, report natin ito ulit, ha?
yes, sir.
Sana yung video mo lang, mark up ko lang yan. Kaya ka ng oras. Teka lang, pwede ka magsayo mo? Pili ko kasi mabibihan kayo yung other class. April is... gusto mo, next time na natin mag-report. Pili eh. Okay lang ba sa inyo?
Yes, sir.
Kasi parang nabibitin ako, pati sana Hindi kasi tayo kami nag-pinsan namin kasi holiday. So another activity to have with class. So will it be okay with you here? Sa 16, whole day tayo. Yeah. Okay lang ba? Na I dismiss you later? Kasi hindi, ayaw ko pag-mag-yun. So parang na-realize ko na pag-iyan ko yan, ito yung part ng network actually na theory, na foundation ng understanding din natin. Why gender exists? Bakit ang mga bakla, hindi naman nanganganak yung madami? In short, understanding the theory, kapag wala rin ang explanation doon. Yes, no? Yes, sir. Kaya mapapatuloy natin dyan, parang we're just off sa surface lang. Parang hindi kayo. Okay, sa inyo, sa 16, hindi tayo. We'll start our class from kahit mga 9 a.m. na. 9 a.m. to 10 to 11. And then hapon ulit. Or, okay naman mag-start tayo pa rin. 1, pero hanggang 16. Which one will I? Morning. Bakante naman pa sa morning. But no, 2 groups again. Mas parang nila matapos tayo sa
Ano na lang, sir? 7 a.m.
Kasi mga actually, kayo lang ang report. Ako magpapulong yan. Gender per lang. So, ako na report. Parts of tayo. Ako na naman magpapulong.
1 to 16.
Ganun na lang. Kayo, do you like 1 to 6? Like morning? Katulad sa means na hindi kayo nakakatuloy. Hindi kasi may ang palas days. Kaya ang dismiss Hindi kayo mga nag-work sa class na maraming show. Hindi mga nag-work. Yan ka, nakakakita after 10 minutes, kulit ko lang ang libro ko ang netareso. Marami yung sinumis. Or sa basic na lang kasi, sabi na lang paano mga theories na dapat yung isulat ko na lang yung ito ba kasi ako lang ang problema pa rin. Hindi ako nagbigay ng mga theory, hindi ko na nabay. Murang baby, yung tayo yung kailangan, like step by step. Ang one lang sa partner kung ito ba? Ano ba sabi ko last time? Give me first all the needs. Based doon sa PowerPoint, tulungan niyo doon ako. Based doon sa mga PowerPoint na binigay ko last time, marami yun. Especially when you talk about doon sa loss. Diba? Sino ba nakakuha ng copy na yung oh, di ba? Yun, i-list down mo muna yun. At tapos bigay nyo sa akin. Nagdagan mo. Bago natin natin. Kasi text wala natin din. Hindi ko talaga nagsabi maayos. So, parang ulaw talaga ako. Sabaw ako yung kanya. So, parang wala nang patuloy because you have to understand this part of your topic is very important. We need to understand deeply what this theory suggests towards gender equality. Parang lalo po gusto kong sabihin. It would also explain the reason why dumadami ang bakla, hindi naman ang anak, marami ang bakla. Parang gano'n ba yun? Ito yung importance ng topic. Tapos parang kaya ko siyang i-continue mo na din kasi sila pa ng tao, hindi naman natin sa akin. Plus, I have also made activity. So, busy ako. Okay, so gano'n na lang gawin natin, ha?
Yes, po.
But I would like to ask you, do not leave the school muna. So please leave at 4 o'clock. Because should something happen to you, sugat namin yung pwede ako pala sana. Ha? Hindi na ako susunod sa eskwelahan. Okay, na yun ang paligawas, please. but you don't leave the school premises, hindi pa mag-transpact. Okay lang ba yun? Yes. Dismiss the verdict. Uy, you know, ha?
Yes.
Yeah.